Okay, my next job on the Ford plant is to do a cyclone fence. Now, I'm going to use this mesh panel, which is 900mm wide by 600mm in width. Now these squares, which you can see here, are 25mm square, ideal for a fence. So this is the size of the sheet. So all I'm going to do is cut it up and make long fences, because I've got a very long fence to do. Now I've sort of seen this on another YouTube channel. The YouTube channel's name is Great Chesterford Junction Model Railway. He done something similar, and I thought, what a good idea. Saves me cutting every little piece of wire and joining them all up. So the way I'm actually going to do it is I'm actually going to sort of cut 3/4 of the way up, and then the base will have none, so I'm going to cut the base off except for a part that will go into the plywood. But anyway, that sheet cost me $5, and I'll get more than what I need. So I'm just going to cut them with a pair of pliers. And as I said, the name of this is a Saxon mesh panel. And also, because this is 900mm long and 600mm wide, I'm actually going to cut mine 600mm wide lengths, not the 900. So I'm going to go cut it the shorter length. Okay, the first part what I'm going to do is cut it. So I'm going to cut like the legs on it. So I'm going to keep one leg and then cut 3 and keep 1. So I'm going to keep that one, and now I'm going to cut 1, 2, 3. Keep that one, cut 1, 2, 3. Now my next cut I'm going to do is 10mm above the top of the rail of the fence. Now that's for the part where I bend on a 45-degree angle. But also when I cut these ones, I'll still have my leg for the next one, because my leg's only going to be 20mm. That way I can keep using every one. So these ones here still have to be trimmed, but I just cut it off for the start. So I've marked all my roughly my 10mm. So far that's what she looks like. These I'm still going to trim down a little bit more, and these ones I'm going to bend on the angle. Okay, now the base I'm going to cut at 15mm long. Okay, now I've cut my legs at 15mm. You can also see I've left about 2mm off each post, so when it goes into the ground they'll sit like so. So it will still sit 2mm above the fence line. So it's not sitting flush on the ground. Okay, now my next job is to bend these on like 45 or 60 degree angle, but these are still too long. But I'm going to bend them first and then trim them after. So the way I'm going to bend them is just with a pair of pliers right on the end. Like so. So now they're all bent. So now I'm going to trim them to the length I want. I'll get back to you. Okay, I've cut the tops at 6mm long, and the bottom is 15mm to go into the baseboard. So that's what she's looking like. Okay, the material I'm going to use for the fence is a product called tulle. It's like wedding veil material. You can see the holes in it. So I'm going to cut that up and put on the fence. Okay, I'm about to cut my tulle material now. What I'm using is tape to hold it down, as you can see, and I'm using a cutting roller. So we'll see how she goes. Okay, so there's all my strips. I'm doing about 6, so that's why I've got 6 strips. So the next step will be to glue it onto the fence.